So what we're looking at here is a QuickBooks, and it's one of the many versions that they have. The one that I am using right now is a self-employed version, and this is my favorite tab because I do drive a lot for my work, so it helps me track every single mile that I do work related. So if you're using a QuickBooks app and you can set it up the way that every time you get in a vehicle and start moving, the app automatically tracks everything. And then at the end of the day, or at the end of the week, or maybe monthly, you can categorize those miles, whether it was done for work or for personal. So that's pretty neat. But also here, you can add the trips manually in case you don't want to track them automatically because maybe you don't drive for work that much. So it's super simple. You just click add a trip. You pick a date. So let's say I drove yesterday and it was to a studio where I taught a class. So the distance was 10 miles. Or if you don't know the exact distance, you can put a start point, end point, and it will calculate it automatically for you. Then you can choose business or personal, and then business purpose. So let's say I was picking up goods and supplies. And then if you have multiple vehicles, you can pick which one. In this case, I only have one that I use for personal and work, and it was a round trip because I went straight home from there. If you only went one way and then from there you did a personal trip, then you will of course do only only one-way trip. So I'm gonna go ahead and save it, and then it will recalculate things for me automatically for potential deduction. This is what the IRS sets, so it's automatic. You don't need to do that. You don't need to input any numbers. You can add or manage your vehicles in this area, and then it will show you total business miles that were done, and then total miles that were done for personal or personal reasons. You can also log miles for previous years. So I really love this one because a lot of my business work is done on the road. So then in the next tab, it will show you what your taxes are going to look like. So based on your transactions, your income, your spendings, and the mileage that you've put in over the course of the quarter, it will show you what your business looks like. And so my hypothetical business that I'm doing over here is currently in a negative. So that just means that I technically spent more than I made. The next tab is also pretty important. So this is where I can pull reports to see how things are going. So to see your mileage log, your profit and loss receipts, and so on. You can also pick previous years. Another one, if you invoice your clients, this is a pretty good one. This is going to be a professional looking invoice. So all you need to do is click invoice or create invoice, and then input your information, client information, and how much they owe you and for what. You can customize it by adding your logo. You can, customize invoice number, the dates, and so on. So you can either email it to the client or you can save it in a PDF and then to keep it on your computer and then send it to them. Under the clients tab, you will see the clients that have sent you, the 1099 or any kind of other forms. And this is why I love QuickBooks, because almost every business out there knows what it is and use it in some kind of capacity. So this is where you're going to see your clients. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you found some of this information helpful.